Hi, how are you? My name is Loise. I'm an RCIC based in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm glad you can join me this evening. As today's topic is an update on the Rural Northern Immigration Program. I talked about this pilot program a while back, so you may as well look for my other video that talked about this program in detail. So just a recap, we have 11 communities which are participating in this pilot program, and we said that the purpose of this pilot, it's a community-driven program that is designed to spread the benefits of economic immigration to smaller communities by creating PR pathways for skilled workers who wish to work and live in these small communities. Okay, so out of the 11 communities, we have 3 communities that have already started their applications. And today's focus is going to be on Sault Ste. Marie in Ontario, Canada. Okay, I just want to say this, that as you all know, my videos are just for your information only, and they are not in any way, shape, or form legal advice. If you need legal advice, if you need that professional advice, please send me an email, and my email is going to be at the bottom of this video at the end. Okay, so that is out of the way. What do we want to know? Who is interested to live in Sault Ste. Marie? Hand up. So this video is for you if you're interested. Okay, yeah. So just a pointer there, we say that Sault Ste. Marie is a small, not a really small community, it's a relatively small community in Northern Ontario, a community of 73,000 people along the Great Lakes region. Okay, so it's, you know, if you're intending to come to Sault Ste. Marie, I recommend that you do your due diligence. I'm not gonna go into details, excuse me, of why you want to come to Sault Ste. Marie, because I also want you to do some due diligence, do your own research, and see how you fit in this community, what you can bring to this community, and what you can also get from this community, because it's a very interesting community, has a lot of natural resources and has a lot of activities. So I'll leave that to you, as I said. Okay, right. So about application to this program in this community, we said last time that you need to meet the regular federal requirements. So among those requirements, I'm not going to go into details of that, is about having qualifying work experience, it's meeting the language requirements, the educational requirements, having enough finances, and being admissible. And of course, the biggest of them all is the intent to live in that community. So this particular community now has its own eligibility criteria on top of the federal criteria. So we're just gonna go through that. And I'm going to make a summary of this. I don't want to spend a lot of time. I know you also don't like those long videos. I don't like them too. So after you meet the RCC federal eligibility requirements, you are going to need to have full-time permanent employment in Sault Ste. Marie. This is the biggest requirement, okay? So if you're not already employed there or you don't have a job offer, you are going to need to start looking for work. So they're going to be posting a lot of jobs that are required for this pilot. And I'm going to talk about that soon, in a minute, okay? Yes, so after you get a job or you get a job offer, then the community is going to do the recommendation. This community has a community recommendation committee that is going to be assessing all the candidates, their ties, to ensure that these candidates are prepared to live and work in Sault Ste. Marie after they become permanent residents, right? Yes, so these communities for this particular the requirements for this particular community, they're going to prioritize candidates by a point-based system. So this is something close. If you've heard about the express entry, this is going to be the express entry of the Rural Northern Immigration Pilot. Okay, so their point system, if you get 70, you're going to need to get 70 points and above to qualify for recommendation, to be considered for recommendation by this committee. How do you get these 70 points and above? Okay, and what is the purpose of having these points? The reason these people have point system is to make sure that the people who are coming to this community are going to be able to contribute to the needs of their local economy. It's also going to ensure that these people, when they come, they are able to build strong relationships with the other community members. They are able to integrate, and they are also able to enjoy the unique lifestyle of this community. So that means that these candidates are going to be a perfect fit for this community, just so that they are able to retain them. You know, if you have the right people joining your community, then you're able to retain those people and tap their economic benefit. Okay, yes, so to get these 70 points, you are going to require the following. This is how you get the points. The first factor here is going to be based on a job offer. And this job offer, remember I said I'll talk about this. This is very, very important that you note here. The job offers are very specific. So these people have priority knocks, and knocks here, they're the national occupation codes. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about the national occupation codes. So it's not all knocks that are going to be high priority for this particular community. So we have knocks in professional occupation in business and finance, professional occupation in natural and applied sciences, professional occupations in nursing, professional occupations in health, except nursing, professional occupations in education services, and a whole lot of knocks under trades. So these are knocks 74, 75, 76, 22, 32, 34, 44, 72, 75, 76, 92, 94, 95, 96. And 93, 21, that is chefs. I'm going to put a list of these knocks on my Facebook page, just so that you can make a reference on the priority knocks in Sault Ste. Marie. So you can see we don't have a lot of knocks under the skilled worker, but we have a lot of them under the skilled trades. So you can check which one applies to you. So the job that you have, or the job offer that you get, must be in this priority knocks. Okay? If you have a job offer, assuming you're already working there, and you have a job offer in a knock that is not in this priority knocks, you will be considered under discretion. Yes, that is going to be under the discretion of the Community Recommendation Committee. So you're not simply having a job in a knock that is not a priority does not mean that you're going to be recommended for this pilot. Okay, so that is the first one. The second is going to be age. As I keep telling you, age. What does age have to do with your immigration? I made that video. Please look at that video. And then so this says that you can gain as many as 6 points. Up there for the job knocks, you are going to be earning a maximum of 55 points. Okay, remember you need 70 and above. So having a job offer is giving you 55 points. Then now we come to age, and you can earn a maximum of 6 points. And the people who are earning this maximum points are in the age groups of 18 and 36. Remember what I told you. about being younger. So you stand better chances in Canadian immigration when you're younger. And of course, not just young, you know, you're going to need a few other things. So number 3 is work experience. So you're going to need work experience in one of the priority knocks. Remember those knocks we talked about up there? You need experience in one of those knocks. And if you have 6 years and above of work experience, you stand to gain up to 10 points. Okay? There's going to be a bonus on this. So if you have 1 year work experience already in Sault Ste. Marie within the last 5 years, you're gaining a bonus 8 points. Right? I think that's a good one. Number 4 is if you studied in a post-secondary institution in Ste. Marie, you can earn a maximum of 6 points. I know I've been telling some of my clients, people who call me for consultations, there is a way that you can use education to your best interests in this rural northern immigration pilot. So I'm just gonna leave it there. If you want to know more about how you can package yourself for this pilot program under education, please reach out to me. Okay? Yes, so you can get up to 6 points if you are studying or you've studied in Sault Ste. Marie. Okay? Number 5, if you're already a resident of this community, you can earn up to 8 points. What does that mean? If you own a property there or if you're renting a property there, so that is something that is an important factor. Point number 6, if you have personal ties in this community, you can get up to 10 points. And these personal ties are immediate family. Do you have immediate family? Do you have friends? Do you have relatives? So they have varying points, but the maximum points you can earn for that is going to be 10 points. There's another one, which is really good for people who are in Canada. If you have visited Sault Ste. Marie and spent 5 nights, yes, if you visited there and spent 5 nights and made a few connections, you can earn up to 8 points. Okay, I think that's good. Yes, the other really important one, because this one ties with the whole main requirement of a community-based program, is your intent. You intend to live in a community. So point number 8 here is asking that you have authentic knowledge and interest towards the lifestyle of this community. And when you have this authentic knowledge, this is something that you can do. I said, you know what, do your due diligence, research. See just how interesting this community is, get enough knowledge, and see how you tie into this community, and you can earn yourself a whole 5 points. The other one, and I think these people want people who are married or who have spouses, just because those people can grow at the community faster. So they are going to give you points if you have a spouse or a common law partner who has a valid job offer in the priority no codes. You can get a whole 10 points. Or if your spouse or common law partner has at least 2 years work experience in the priority knocks, you get 5 points. Point number 10, which is last but not the least, if your spouse or common law partner has a language assessment of either English or French, and they have at least a CLB5, then you can get an extra 5 points. So when you look at all these, it's very, you can see where you can get 2 points here, 5 points there, 10 points there. But the main requirement is going to be a job. So the sooner you get that job, the sooner you are getting on your way to Sault Ste. Marie. So feel free to reach out to us if you need help with job applications. We are not recruiters. We are also not doing we are not doing job placements, but we can sure help you in applying for these jobs and help you prepare for interviews, and that is going to set you on your way to Sault Ste. Marie. Okay? Yes, so thank you so much for staying with me. Next week I'll be coming up with a video either on Manitoba or Thunder Bay, because we have two communities that have also started their applications there. So subscribe, share with your friends, and thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, thank you. Bye now.